How were the first transatlantic telegraph cables laid? Imagine trying to send a message across the vast ocean without the internet or satellites. Back in the mid-1800s, that was the challenge engineers faced when connecting Europe and North America with a cable under the sea. The process was a mix of careful planning, tough materials, and big ships specially built for the job. First, they designed a cable with a core of 7 copper wires, each weighing about 26 kilograms per kilometer. Copper was chosen because it conducts electricity well. Around this core, they wrapped multiple layers of gutta percha, a natural rubber-like material that kept the cable waterproof and insulated. Then, they added tarred hemp for extra protection and an outer layer of twisted iron wires to make it strong enough to resist ocean pressures and rough seabed conditions. The entire cable weighed nearly 550 kilograms per kilometer, a hefty but flexible bundle built to withstand the harsh underwater environment. The first attempts to lay the cable started around 1857 using two ships, the British ship called Agamemnon and the American ship called Niagara. These ships worked together to unspool the cable from Valentia Island in Ireland toward Newfoundland in Canada. The process was tricky because the cable could break if not managed carefully. They faced problems like slack causing cable breaks and machinery failures that paid out the cable unevenly. Despite these issues, they managed to lay a section of cable in 1858, and it briefly worked, allowing telegrams to be sent across the Atlantic. But the cable failed after just a few weeks because the insulation broke down and signals got lost. Seeing these setbacks, engineers and entrepreneurs like Cyrus Field worked hard to improve the process. They bought a giant ship called the Great Eastern, which was the largest ship of its time. This ship could carry the entire length of the cable, making the process much simpler than using two ships. In 1865, they tried again, but the cable snapped in the middle of the Atlantic and was lost. The following year, in 1866, they made a third attempt. This time, the cable's insulation and construction held up, and the ship reached Heart's Content in Newfoundland successfully. They also recovered and repaired the broken cable from the previous year. Once the cable was in place, messages could be sent at about 8 words per minute, a huge step forward for communication. This effort was a major milestone because it proved that undersea cables could work reliably. It laid the groundwork for the network of cables that now span the oceans, carrying internet data, voice calls, and more. The project showed how important durable cable design and specialized ships are for laying these cables across the ocean floor. It also highlighted early challenges like signal latency and bandwidth limits, which modern fiber optic cables now overcome. These undersea cables are the backbone of global connectivity today. In short, the first transatlantic telegraph cables were made with layered copper wires, protected with waterproof insulation, and armored with tough materials. They were carefully laid across the ocean using specially built ships, overcoming many technical problems along the way. This historic project opened the door to the worldwide network of undersea cables that keeps us connected every day.